You've felt it, haven't you? That magnetic pull towards something greater, something that whispers of possibilities beyond your current circumstances. You've noticed how certain people seem to effortlessly attract abundance, opportunities flowing to them like rivers finding the sea. Meanwhile, you've been working hard, trying every strategy, following every formula, yet prosperity feels like it's dancing just beyond your reach. What if I told you that the difference between those who live in abundance and those who struggle has nothing to do with luck, connections, or even talent? What if the secret lies in something far more profound, something that ancient wisdom keepers understood, but modern society has forgotten? You are standing at the threshold of a frequency shift that will transform not just your bank account, but your entire relationship with prosperity. The universe is preparing to reveal to you the Billionaire Frequency, a vibrational state that magnetizes wealth, opportunity, and abundance in ways that will astound you. The truth is, you've been tuning into scarcity frequencies your entire life, not because you chose to, but because that's what the world taught you to do. Today, we're changing the channel. Today, you learn to tune into the frequency that billionaires naturally operate from, the frequency that turns ordinary people into extraordinary wealth creators. You are not imagining the restlessness you feel. You are not imagining the sense that your current financial reality doesn't match your inner knowing. Divine intelligence has been preparing you for this moment, when you finally understand that wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you become. The first recognition that signals your awakening to the billionaire frequency is this. You begin to understand that abundance is your natural state. Most people approach wealth like beggars approaching a fortress, hoping to somehow convince the guards to let them in. But those who operate on the billionaire frequency know a secret that changes everything. They are not outsiders seeking entry. They are the rightful inheritors of prosperity, returning to claim what has always been theirs. When you truly grasp this, something fundamental shifts in your energy. You stop asking, how can I get rich? And start asking, how can I express the wealth that already exists within me? This isn't positive thinking or self-delusion. This is spiritual physics. The universe is infinite abundance, and you are not separate from the universe. You are an expression of it. Think of David from the Bible, the shepherd boy who faced the giant Goliath. He didn't approach that battle as someone who hoped to win. He approached it as someone who already knew the victory was his, because he understood his connection to something greater than himself. The billionaire frequency operates from this same certainty. You approach financial challenges not as obstacles to overcome, but as opportunities to demonstrate the prosperity that flows through you. This shift in identity creates what I call the magnetic effect. When you know you belong in abundance, abundance recognizes you. Opportunities begin appearing in your path. People start offering you deals, partnerships, and investments. Ideas flow to you with startling clarity. This isn't luck. This is the universe responding to your new frequency. Another way this energy of abundance manifests is through your relationship with money itself. Most people have been programmed to see money as scarce, difficult to obtain, and hard to keep. They approach financial transactions with fear, clutching their resources like someone protecting the last candle in a dark room. But when you tune into the wealth frequency, you begin to see money as energy, infinite, flowing, and renewable. Those who operate from this frequency understand that money is not a thing to be hoarded, but a force to be circulated. They give generously because they know that giving creates space for receiving. They invest boldly because they understand that taking inspired action multiplies their resources. They spend wisely, but without fear, because they know that more will always flow to them. This is why you've noticed that the wealthiest people often seem the most relaxed about money. They've discovered what the ancient wisdom teaches, that the source of supply is infinite, and their connection to that source is unbreakable. When you truly understand this, you stop operating from scarcity and start operating from abundance. The vibrational shift is immediate and profound. Esther from the Bible, the woman who became queen and saved her people, understood this principle perfectly. She didn't approach the king as someone begging for favor. She prepared herself, aligned with her purpose, and approached with the confidence of someone who knew she was exactly where she needed to be. This energy of prosperity consciousness requires the same level of inner knowing and outer preparation. You may also notice that tuning into this wealth vibration changes how you perceive problems. Where others see obstacles, you begin to see opportunities. Where others see limitations, you begin to see possibilities. This isn't naive optimism. This is spiritual intelligence. You understand that every challenge contains within it the seed of equivalent or greater benefit. The most successful entrepreneurs and investors have mastered this principle. They don't avoid problems, they seek them out because they know that problems are opportunities in disguise. The bigger the problem they can solve, the greater the wealth they can create. This is why billionaires often seem to thrive during economic downturns, while others struggle. They've learned to see what others cannot see. That disruption creates opportunity for those who are prepared. This perspective shift is crucial because it moves you from a reactive mindset to a creative mindset. Instead of waiting for circumstances to change, you begin to create the circumstances you desire. Instead of hoping for opportunities to appear, you begin to generate opportunities through your own vision and action. This energy that attracts massive wealth also transforms your relationship with time. Most people trade time for money, believing that wealth requires endless hours of grinding work. But those who operate from this abundance consciousness understand that wealth is created through leverage, not labor. They focus on creating systems, building assets, and developing multiple streams of income that work for them even when they're not working. This doesn't mean they don't work hard. It means they work intelligently. They understand the difference between being busy and being productive. They know that 1 hour spent in alignment with their highest purpose is worth more than a week spent in scattered activity. They've learned to tune into the frequency of inspired action, where effort feels effortless and results multiply exponentially. Solomon, known as the wisest and wealthiest king in biblical history, was given the opportunity to ask for anything. He asked for wisdom. That wisdom led to unprecedented prosperity because he understood that wealth flows from understanding, not from struggle. His highest frequency operates from this same principle: wisdom first, wealth as a natural consequence. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of this vibration of full abundance is how it transforms your relationship with failure. Most people fear failure because they see it as evidence that they're not meant for success. But those who operate from this wealth consciousness understand that failure is simply feedback, information that guides them toward their next breakthrough. They don't take failure personally because they understand that their worth isn't determined by their results. They see setbacks as setups for comebacks. They understand that every successful person has a history of failures that taught them what they needed to know to succeed. This perspective keeps them resilient, persistent, and ultimately unstoppable. This energy of prosperity also attracts what I call divine connections. You begin to meet people who can help you in ways you never imagined. Mentors appear at exactly the right time. Partners show up with complementary skills. Investors emerge with resources you need. These aren't coincidences. They're the universe's way of supporting your alignment with abundance. When you operate from this wealth vibration, you become a magnet for others who operate from the same energy. Like attracts like, and wealth consciousness attracts wealth consciousness. This creates a multiplying effect where your network becomes your net worth in the most literal sense. Now, I want you to anchor your own personal transformation with a powerful declaration. Pause right now and write this in the comments. I embody the vibration of infinite abundance. When you write this down, you're not just making a statement, you're creating a vibrational anchor. The act of writing activates different neural pathways than just thinking or speaking. It creates a physical record of your commitment to this new energy. And the universe responds to commitment with confirmation. This abundance consciousness also changes how you handle money decisions. Instead of making choices based on fear or lack, you begin to make choices based on abundance and possibility. You ask different questions. Instead of, can I afford this? You ask, how can I afford this? Instead of, what if I lose money? You ask, what if this multiplies my wealth? This shift in questioning opens up possibilities that were invisible before. Solutions appear where you once saw only problems. Resources materialize from unexpected sources. Your mind becomes a creativity machine, generating ideas and strategies that align with your prosperity goals. The key is understanding that this energy of prosperity isn't about becoming someone different. It's about becoming who you really are. Underneath all the programming, conditioning, and fear-based thinking lies your true nature, which is inherently abundant. Every human being has this potential, because every human being is connected to the infinite source of all supply. When you align with this truth, when you tune into this wealth vibration, you don't just change your financial situation, you change your entire life. Relationships improve because you're no longer operating from neediness. Health improves because you're no longer stressed about survival. Creativity flows because you're no longer blocked by limitation thinking. This vibration of full abundance is also characterized by generosity. Those who truly understand abundance know that giving is the secret to receiving. They give not to get, but because giving is an expression of their prosperity consciousness. They understand that the universe is constantly giving to them, and they participate in that flow by giving to others. This creates what spiritual teachers call the circulation of prosperity. When you give freely, you signal to the universe that you have more than enough. The universe then responds by ensuring that you always have more than enough to give. This is not manipulation. This is spiritual law, as reliable as gravity. You are not imagining the changes that are already beginning in your life. You are not imagining the new ideas that are flowing to you. You are not imagining the opportunities that are starting to appear. The universe is responding to your willingness to tune into a higher frequency of prosperity consciousness. This wealth consciousness also transforms your relationship with competition. Most people see business and wealth creation as a zero-sum game, where someone must lose for someone else to win. But those who operate from this abundance vibration understand that prosperity is infinite. There's enough for everyone, and collaboration creates more wealth than competition ever could. This understanding opens up possibilities for partnerships, joint ventures, and collaborative projects that multiply everyone's success. Instead of trying to defeat others, you begin to look for ways to create win-win situations. Instead of hoarding opportunities, you begin to share them, knowing that what you give away returns to you multiplied. The transformation that occurs when you truly embrace this highest frequency is profound and permanent. You don't just have more money, you become a different person. You become someone who naturally attracts abundance, who effortlessly creates value, who intuitively knows how to turn ideas into income. This is your birthright. This is what you were born to experience. The struggle, the limitation, the financial stress, these are not your true nature. They are simply frequencies you've been tuned into by a world that doesn't understand the spiritual laws of prosperity. But now you know. Now you understand. This energy that attracts massive wealth isn't just available to a chosen few. It's available to anyone willing to tune into it. It's available to you right now, in this moment, as you make the decision to align with your abundant nature. The question isn't whether you can access this vibration. You already are accessing it simply by recognizing its existence. The question is whether you're willing to live from it, to make decisions from it, to build your life around it. You have been positioned for a level of prosperity that will surprise even you. The universe has been orchestrating circumstances, arranging connections, and preparing opportunities that will soon become apparent. Your only job is to maintain your alignment with this wealth consciousness and take inspired action when guidance comes. This is not a someday possibility. This is a right now reality. This energy of prosperity is not something you achieve, it's something you embody. The moment you decide to tune into it, it becomes your operating system. The moment you align with it, it begins to transform every area of your life. You are not meant to struggle with money. You are not meant to worry about survival. You are not meant to settle for less than your heart's desires. You are meant to live in abundance, to create wealth, to experience the joy of prosperity in all its forms. The Billionaire Frequency is calling to you now. Can you feel it? Can you sense the shift that's available to you? This is your moment. This is your time. This is your energy of prosperity to claim. You are destined for wealth beyond your current imagination, and that destiny begins with your decision to tune into the highest frequency right now. Before you go, I want to leave you with a comprehensive abundance affirmation. Speak these words with conviction, feel their truth in your being, and watch as your reality aligns with your declaration. I am one with infinite supply. Wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly from expected and unexpected sources. I am a magnet for prosperity, divine opportunities, and perfect right action. My mind is illumined with perfect ideas, and I have the wisdom and courage to act upon divine guidance. I attract my perfect supply through my perfect people at the perfect time. I give fearlessly and receive fearlessly. Money is my faithful servant, circulating through me to bless all whom I encounter. I am worthy of unlimited abundance because I am a perfect expression of divine intelligence itself. Every day, in every way, my good expands, and my demonstration reflects my God-given inheritance. I embody perfect prosperity now and always.